sesta edizione del Ca' Foscari Short Film Festival. Sono qui con Vasha Narace e la regista di One In. So, hello.
Hello.
Well, Ms. Narace, you have recently graduated in film and media production, but you also have a degree in marketing at the University of Miami.
Yes.
Okay. So when did you decided to let cinema being part of your life, and why did you decide to move to LA to attend the New York Film Academy?
Well, I decided that I wanted to be an actress when I was 7, and my parents said no, and get a real job. So then when I was going to university, I said, please, can I do acting and production? And they said no. So I said, fine, I'll do business. And then I did business, and I was working, and I said, Dad, I'm really unhappy, and I really want to do acting. So we found the New York Film Academy, and I had a choice between going to New York and LA, and I thought, I've never lived in snow. So I either have to learn to drive on a freeway or live in snow. I choose the freeway, so I moved to LA. And then after I did a year of acting, I did writing so that I could act. And then I would hire a production team, and the director would want to light me this way and shoot the scene here. And I would be like, no, I want to do it here, and I want to be lit this way. But I couldn't have a conversation because I didn't have any education. So I thought, okay, my dad wants me to get my master's. I want to have a good conversation with a director. I'm going to do this. And I just went for it. And I fell in love. And I realized that I was really a storyteller, and I thought you could tell stories through acting, and then I realized, wow, you could really tell a story through directing and filmmaking. So, yeah.
Okay, so you are taking part in Ca' Foscari Short Film Festival with One In, which is, I think, the work you did to close your experience at the New York Film Academy.
It's my first film. It's my only film.
Okay. Okay, and you are the producer, the director, and the screenwriter. So
Yes.
where did you get the inspiration for the film?
So when I was growing up in Trinidad, I knew people who were affected by this, and we had cable, and so I would see what life was like in America, and it looked amazing. And I thought, they have all these rules, and they have all these protective services, and everything is awesome. And then when the Bill Cosby scandal broke in America, I was really upset, and I was very confused, and it affected me greatly. And I was speaking to a psychologist about the issue, and she was saying that a lot of times people cry out for help, and it's right under their nose and they don't see. And so she told me a story that many children ask their parents for a lock because this is happening to them, and the parents never believe them. And so that's how I got that specific storyline. And I think in my own life, I have behavior and actions that may appear to be one thing, but it's really not. It's really from something else. And I think a lot of people are like that. And so that was really important to me to bring across in the film.
Yeah, in fact, the film shows up with great sensitivity the topic of abuses in familiar environments, and how much important and relevant is, in your opinion, the power of cinema to bring this kind of themes up to the audience, and how much is important the role of women in your work, in your artistic concept line?
Well, firstly, in terms of cinema and talking about different topics and themes, I think it's the most powerful medium that we have. Because you can have a conversation all you want, but when you see images, a picture, and a story, and you see a year and a half condensed, or 10 years condensed into an hour and a half, you can see another way of life. You see something else that you can't really gain otherwise. And for me, film was my big sister, my big brother. I mean, I have a big brother, but he lived away, and I needed film to teach me how to be in the world, how to interact with people, to explain why my parents treated me the way that they did. You know, like all sorts of things. And film is something that we can produce and mass distribute at anybody's, you know, convenience sort of thing. It's like an amazing, amazing medium for that reason. The second question you asked me was basically about women.
Yeah.
So, firstly, on my team, I'm a woman. My DP, my cinematographer, is an Italian woman.
Okay.
My production designer is a Ukrainian woman. My other producer, were all women. It was a team of women, and that was amazing. But that didn't happen. It just sort of happened, and I thought that was great. But when I think about gender parity, when I think about gender equality, it's not about saying I need a whole team of women and women only, because now that's still discrimination.
Yeah.
So gender equality means I should have equal men and women, but if at the moment there are just more men in a field and in an area, and we need to create opportunities to give other women more exposure, then for this reason there should be a push towards that.
Yeah.
But understanding that the ultimate goal is gender equality. Yeah.
So the last question, are you working on something new?
Yes. I am, but I can't talk about it.
Okay. So thank you.
Thank you so much.